It had only been 2 days since Jamal moved into his new apartment. Boxes were still everywhere, some unopened, some half unpacked. The walls were bare, the kitchen smelled like cardboard, and the fridge had nothing but bottled water, a jar of pickles, and one lonely slice of pizza from the night before. But that morning, after brushing his teeth and stepping over yet another box labeled kitchen stuff, he made a decision. Today, I'm going to meet my neighbors. He wasn't expecting deep conversations, just a simple hello, maybe a short exchange, something to make him feel a bit less like a stranger in this building. Also, it was the perfect opportunity to practice natural, real-world English, not the kind you learn in classrooms, but the kind you use when someone holds the elevator door for you and says, "Going down." He stepped out into the hallway holding a small bag of trash. As he walked toward the elevator, he saw someone locking their door, apartment 403. A woman, probably in her late 30s, with a coffee mug in one hand and a relaxed smile. "Morning," she said casually. Jamal smiled back. "Good morning. I just moved in." "Oh, nice. Welcome to the building." "Thanks. I'm Jamal. Apartment 402? "I'm Laura, right next door. Let me know if you ever need anything." He appreciated how friendly she was. That small exchange made his day. As he tossed the trash and walked back up, he started thinking about how easy that was. He didn't say anything complicated. He just used basic, natural phrases, and they worked. Back in his apartment, he made a quick list of expressions to use when meeting neighbors. "Hi, I'm new here." "Just moved in last week. Nice to meet you." "Which apartment are you in?" They felt small, but powerful. Later that afternoon, Jamal went down to check the mailbox. This time, he saw a guy in his 20s with wireless headphones and a pizza box under his arm. "Hey, man," the guy said, sliding one earbud out. "You just moved in, right?" "Yeah, just a few days ago. I'm Jamal." "Cool, I'm Ryan, apartment 406. "Nice to meet you, Ryan." Ryan nodded toward the hallway. "If you need help with Wi-Fi or finding the laundry room, just knock." "Thanks, man. Appreciated it." Simple, short, but real. That evening, as Jamal took a walk down the hallway to stretch his legs, he saw a couple walking a golden retriever. The dog sniffed at his shoes and wagged its tail like it had known him for years. "Cute dog," Jamal said, smiling. "Thanks," said the woman. "She's very friendly. Her name's Bella." "I'm Jamal. I just moved into 402. "Welcome," said the woman. "I'm Sarah, and this is Dave. We're up on the 5th floor." "Nice to meet you both," Jamal said. "And Bella, too," Dave chuckled. "She loves meeting new people. You'll see her in the elevator a lot." They chatted for another minute or two about where to buy groceries and which restaurants delivered quickly. That kind of info was gold for someone who still hadn't unpacked a frying pan. That night, Jamal sat down with a notebook and started writing some phrases he could use in future conversations. He realized he didn't need to be clever. He just needed to be friendly and natural. Phrases like, "Where's the best place to grab coffee nearby?" "Do you know how the laundry system works here?" "Is the parking usually full at night?" He also thought about follow-up questions, not just "Hi," but "How long have you lived here?" or "Do you know if there's a quiet place to work in the building?" These weren't just about learning English. They were about joining a community. The next morning, as he waited for the elevator, the door opened, and there was Laura again. "Morning, neighbor," she said cheerfully. "Morning. How's your day going so far?" She laughed. "Still waking up. You?" "Heading out for groceries. Anything you need?" She paused. "Actually, almond milk, if they have it. I'll pay you back." He smiled. "No problem. I'll text you when I find it." That moment felt real, like he belonged there. Not just in apartment 402, but in the building. By the end of the week, Jamal had spoken to 5 different neighbors. Some short hellos, some longer chats. But each one gave him a little more confidence, not just in his English, but in his place in this new life. He understood now that it's not always about saying something impressive. Sometimes the best way to connect is just to say, "Hi, I'm new here. Let me know if I can help with anything." "Nice to meet you." And then just let the conversation flow. When you move to a new home, or even just visit a new place, meeting people makes all the difference. And those small, everyday conversations, they're gold. You don't need to memorize long speeches. Just start with a greeting, and a little curiosity. Real-life English isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. Practice out loud, try different styles, and soon it will feel completely natural.